ready for this?
Welcome to the Empire Sports of Mind. We have a bit of a weird setting here, but
StreamYard is acting up already, of course.
let's try to. Oh my!
What? All right, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, there we go. We got
it.
it. Now we're close up. Anyways, welcome
to
to the show. We have an exciting episode today. John came up with a great idea. We're going to do top 10 songs that are played at sports games. We both made a list. We attached some clips. I don't know what John has. John doesn't know what I have yet. We're going to do Yankees spring training updates and some projections for starting roster players. Like we did last year, we'll post them on Instagram and everything. And if time allows, we'll go Rangers, Knicks, Giants, Jets, whatever we feel like talking about. But we're going to start with the top 10, which is unusual. And I think it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. So let's get right into it. I got the first pick as determined by Siri. All right, let's do my number one. It's my number one. Now, this is like in no particular order. Me and Matthew, we did download 5 songs to play on the podcast. So it's, for me, it's my top 5. For Matthew, it's like some random songs he has to give some context to. I don't know what that's about. But I'm going to go with mine. All right, I'm going to go with my number one song. And here we go. It is, I'm just going to play it. It's my number one song they play at sporting events. Might take a little while, but we're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are going to take a little while. Okay.
All right. Yeah. This is like the typical right before tip off, kickoff, puck drop. This is like for me, it has to be on the rhythm. So it just has to be. Yeah, that's Welcome to the Jungle. Phenomenal song. It's just always like it never fails to not get you hyped up. So it never fails to get you hyped up. And I'm really I'm happy I have that one on my list. That's a no-brainer, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm changing my mind. I don't really want there to be overlap because I listed there's some obvious ones, and that's one of the obvious ones. That's puck drop, whatever, tip off, 9th inning, get everyone excited. That's a great one. Okay. So this is in no particular order, but I want to give this context. I'll say the name of the song first. Nobody's gonna know what this song means. Let me match it up with my. The name of the song is Joker and the Thief, but you'll hear when
I have no idea. Oh yeah, great song. I mean, all right.
Yeah, it's good.
I didn't think of that one. That's a really good one. A really good one.
Let it roll. Good pull there.
Waiting for the drums.
Yeah. And the
great. Now, I think they play this right before they face off at Rangers games, I believe, right? Yeah. Good. That's a good one. All right.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Right. For me, my next one, it could be a little controversial, this one. Just a fair warning, disclaimer. I'm going to play it right now. But in my opinion, I mean, they still, you'll see when you hear
it. This is
Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like they still play it at all the sporting events. And it never, again, like Welcome to the Jungle, it always gets you jacked up. Your team maybe downlaying the game they play this to get the fans jacked up back into the game. This is a great song.
Weird.
It never, like this, it's a remix. And YouTube fails me, I guess. It didn't say it was a remix, but that's on me. Hands up there. But I'm gonna stop playing. It's pretty terrible, actually. Kind of ruined it. But Bulls theme song. Actually, the song is actually called Cyrus. That's the actual name of the song. I didn't know that until I looked it up. Yeah, it's called Cyrus.
Okay.
I think it's Cyrus. It could be Sirius. I don't know.
Sirius. So.
All right, so it's Sirius. All right, whatever. So
it could be Sirius.
People know it as, they don't know it as Cyrus or Sirius. They know it as the Bulls theme song, and that is one of the best in the game. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my next one is going to be. I don't have a clip for this one. I figured people would know. I supplemented the clips with ones I didn't think people would know by name. Seven Nation Army, the one, whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. It's a classic.
I had that. Wow.
You had
I
it?
had that too. I had it downloaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had it
Wow.
downloaded. So play it. Play it.
Dagger. That's a dagger. All
You
right.
got to play it
So
now.
let's see. I have it. All right. Yeah. All right.
A little unfortunate.
So
for
you didn't have this downloaded. You didn't have this downloaded.
No, because I figured people would know the song. So I'm glad now I get the supplemental download, the supplemental play of my song.
Wow. That's a dagger, man. That's really tough. All right.
Oh,
First L for me. That's devastating. Great song though. It's a great song. Yeah. And it gets better and better as it goes. Good one. That kind of screws up my plans here because now I only have 2 more songs to play that I downloaded. Hopefully don't take another one. Let's see. I played that and that. Let's do. All right. Well, I played Seven Nation too. Where are my other ones? Okay. I'm playing this one. I'm gonna put this in my top 3. Yeah. This one is like more like in a hype video would be, not like in the middle of the game, but in a hype video. And I think it's another really good one. This is Kanye West before he went crazy. Before he's wearing, some crazy symbols on his shirt. Kanye West before he went ape shit. That's what I say. I mean, but you gotta respect Kanye. Matthew was so good back in the day, and now he's just like complete lunatic. I don't know how people still defend him to this day. He's nuts. He's walking around with a swastika now on his shirt. It's completely disgraceful. And this guy, it's just so sad. I don't know if it's sad to see. It's just like you can't defend this guy. It's disgraceful what he's doing now.
Yeah, I used to
I don't know if
say.
you saw he actually had a Super Bowl commercial, I think, and there was like a link on. There was like a what do you call it? A QR code that you could scan on your phone, and you press on the link, and it has that one shirt on the website. So how do they let this guy air a Super Bowl commercial? Is just besides me. I don't know how that happened, and it just should have never. I don't get how that happens. I just don't get it.
I used to say separate the artist and the art, but it's hard to do it now with Kanye West. It's really hard.
It's hard.
Okay. So now, lighter topic, I guess, back to the songs. My 5th song is going to be Let's Go, or my 3rd song, Let's Go by Calvin Harris. You'll know it. I did attach it because I think it's an excellent one. I wish we could skip these because I just want to get to the beat.
It's the I know that one's a great song. Yeah. Make no excuses now. That's a good one. It's an under the radar one. It's a good one. I like that a lot. So my final one that I downloaded, this is a great one. I think it's so good.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I think they played this maybe before the second period. I don't know, some period. I know they played Ranger games for a fact. Yeah. Third period, okay. Yeah, great song. Can't Stop. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Great song. Great band, great song. Let's just enjoy it for a little bit. That's my, what do I have? Number 4 right now. Can't Stop. Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not to life of imitation. Really good song. Yeah, that's my number 4. Can't good Stop.
My next one, no clip attached. I figure people will know it. Is going to be Sandstorm by Darude.
Oh, I had that. Yeah,
you had that.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's a great song.
It's a good one. It's just one of the classics that they play. It's one of those included, like, what do they play at every game? And they play that. They play Welcome to the Jungle. They play Seven Nation Army. They play Joker and the Thief. So I'm kind of thinking my ones that they always play, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Okay, back to you.
All right. I thought you had it download. Sorry, that was a little bit of an awkward silence there. I thought you had it downloaded. That's on me. All right. Next one, I'm going to go Baba O'Reilly. I don't know how you haven't picked it yet. Pretty obvious. I mean, it holds a little more special for us because of the Rangers. And I think actually right now what they're playing it. I hate how they play it during the regular season. I think it should just be played. It should be exclusively a playoff song. It diminishes the value of the song. And like, come on, they play it at such a low volume too during the regular season. It's like, come on, it's such a great song, and you're wasting it. That's disgraceful. But Matthew, its prime, this song with the Rangers was the 2014 runs when they played the flickering lights when the refs came out. That was when the song was in its prime. I miss those days. But Baba O'Reilly always gets me hyped up. Great song, The Who, Baba O'Reilly, number 5.
Yeah, I agree. But the thing is, I'm thinking to myself, if they play at anything other than the Rangers game, it doesn't get me as hyped. Anything other than the Rangers intro walkout song, it's not gonna hit the same. So, but yeah, for us,
That's
I think
fair.
that's
That's fair.
I didn't have it on my
Yeah,
list.
I had to put it on my list. I had to.
Yeah. Okay, so my fifth, again, no clip attached. I'm saving my clips a little bit. Is Heads Will Roll by the Yeah Yeahs. The dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
I don't want to sing all of it,
I
but
think I know what you're alluding to. Yeah, it's a good one.
okay,
That's a good one.
maybe I have to. I mean, I'll do this one on my phone, maybe, and then that's the way it is. But
We'll see. I think yeah, Heads Will Roll. I think who's it by?
Yeah Yeahs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a great song. Yeah, good song. I hear it.
Okay, I'm glad it came
Yeah,
through.
good. It came through a little bit. Yeah. That's a good song.
Okay.
All right, good. So we have 5 each. No, yeah, we have 5 each right now. I'm gonna go for number 6. I am going to go.
Oh, for Yankees,
a little bit of hack there. I mean, for any sporting event, I think
good. That was good work by you.
Good work right there. I adjusted to you stealing one of my songs that I downloaded, and I adjusted well, pivoted pretty well there. YMCA, yes. 7th inning stretch, everybody knows. When the workers, the grounds crew dances along, that's always a fun time, the 7th inning stretch. YMCA, the Village People. The Village People YMCA is my number 6.
Yeah, that's good. Good adjustment by you, I will say. Next, I'm going to go Animals by Martin Garrix. This is one I had to attach. I didn't think people would know.
I thought you were about to say Maroon 5, Maroon 5. I was like, what the hell?
This, I got to get. The thing is, I need to get this a minute in or somehow.
Is that it? Oh, I know this song goes. Yeah.
You got to let it go.
You got to give like a disclaimer. Please lower your volume before you listen to this episode. It's going to be a little bit of ear rain. Yeah, it's a good song. Before like a team comes out, this is perfect.
Yeah. This is a warm up.
It's like warm up, pre-intro. Yeah,
it's not shot.
Good song.
Okay, that's enough of that. So Animals. I have 2 more clips left. I don't know how I want to distribute this.
2
more.
Okay,
you're back.
All right. Wait, no, we have 3, right?
No, we both have 4 left.
We have 4 left. We're 6 down. That's right.
Yeah. But I have 2.
How have we not said this yet? Thunderstruck, AC/DC. I mean, how have we not said this yet? Yeah. I mean, look, it got a little overplayed with the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, we all know they played that song when he came out. With the American flag. That's like that. What I remember, what I associate this song with. I always think of that when it plays. But it's still a great song. Little overplayed, but it's still like you have to respect it. And I think Thunderstruck at number 7 is great value for me. So I'm gonna take it.
Okay. I like how we're thinking there. Am I doing 5 or 6?
No, you're doing number 7.
What am I thinking right now? Oh, I'm gonna have to tally this up. Well, all right, so I'll just go my next one.
I think
my next
right? Yeah. Are we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, we're 7 down. Now I'm 7 down. You should be 6 down.
Okay. So my next one is going to be Tsunami by whatever, Dubs and Borg. Everyone knows Tsunami.
Yeah, whatever a DJ does. Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
They play that game's good.
Yeah, Tsunami. Yeah, it's a good one. All right. See, now you go with a lot of options here.
I see. Okay, I didn't have it. 2 clips left.
Oh man, I'm gonna go. It's so hard. This is really hard now. I'll go Mr. Brightside, The Killers. Good karaoke song. Now, have I heard it like 200 times since I've been in college? Yeah. So like I really don't want to hear that song. Like kind of plays my nightmares at this point. So I really don't want to hear it anymore. But I had to give it the respect it deserves. Like karaoke time, it does slap. I will say.
Yeah, this is the first one I'm gonna have to disagree with for you. I think that's like
the sports. I don't know. I think it just
is like that's good. Maybe that's good. Like 80s in the 8th or whatever they play at Yankee Stadium or the second period sing along.
No, that song is a classic. I have to admit.
No,
it's a classic.
That's not like come on. Play that. If you don't play that, it's exciting.
Come on. that song comes on, you're not just sitting there jamming out. There's no way you're not singing
No.
along with that song.
Not in the third period. I don't want to hear that song in the third period. In the ninth inning, nobody wants to hear that song.
I'm saying like maybe second period. It's like the Rangers are up by 2 and they play that song. You get all happy. Come on.
Yeah, they need to be up by 4 for me to be happy.
All right, fair. But it's good if your team's winning. I think it's a good song.
All right, I'll go with one of my 2 that I have left. I'm gonna go. Go. The name of the song is Go, but I think it's only a minute in. It's literally just a little part that they play, but I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Oh, I know the song.
Yeah, so I gotta get to that part. I gotta get to that part.
I think we have to spare our listeners. I'm on Space Mountain right now.
I know we could talk over until it gets there.
Let's lower a little bit too. Yeah, I don't want to hear this guy try to sing.
It's really not a good song until it gets there.
Yeah, I want to hear this guy that has no talent attempt to sing. No, we all know that. This is gotta get. I mean, people know this song, yeah.
No, people don't. It's gotta get to the.
I think Joe's McFly had this as his intro song to his podcast. I remember.
Really?
For some reason, or maybe like his videos he used to play on his Instagram would be like this song before he would get into it. I'm pretty sure.
I gotta hear it.
We love Joe's McFly, friend of the podcast, by the way. Friend of the podcast. He's a friend of the podcast. Joe's McFly. Yeah.
No time to rest. Just do your best.
I don't love it. I think if it's only one portion like that, I think it's a terrible pick, actually. So you want to criticize my Mr. Brightside? I'm going to criticize that pick. That's right. That's what I see.
This is objectively good. You know, when you hear that, you get excited.
It's good, but Mr. Brightside, everyone's singing along though. No one's gonna know that part. Like, oh, no one's like waiting for that part in the stadium. Let's be honest.
All right.
Let's be honest. All right. So we are 8 in now? We have 2 more. This is a big 2. Go a lot of ways. Now I could pivot. There is one out there that we have downloaded that I could play right now that I like that they play during games.
Which one is that?
This is tough. I'm gonna go. Don't Stop Believing.
What one is downloaded that play at games?
I'm not gonna tell you until after the segment.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay, no, you gotta.
I might number 10. I might use it.
No,
I'm not gonna
using.
Put it. I don't
I
know.
have mine downloaded.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Don't Stop Believing. Journey at games. I think that's a good song. Yeah, I think like this song is like played when like your team needs like a spark from the crowd when they're down late in the game. And it does get you hyped up. I like the song a lot. Don't Stop Believing, Journey. So I'm picking that for number 9.
So this one has an inappropriate title, so I can't say the name on camera. I actually can't say it. Like there's some curse words I can say.
I mean.
Well, I'm not allowed to say it. I'm actually
who's
not
in Paris. This is the hint. Who's in Paris? So that's
yes. So, but it's a fun song. They play only the intro. I think they just play like an instrumental. I wish I got the instrumental, but I'll play it.
That's a good one. All right.
Well, I gotta get this up there. All right.
That's a good pick, Matthew. All right.
Nobody's gonna know my songs, but you're gonna win. You're gonna nail that vote.
I dominated this top 10. I'm sorry. I mean,
no, that's not right. I think if everyone.
I think I ran circles around you.
With the names of the songs you did, everyone knows "Welcome to the Jungle," "Can't Stop," "Bob O'Reilly," YMCA, "Thunderstruck," "Mr. Brightside." Mine are actual songs they play in games. Yours are just
what?
Good.
What do you mean actual? That doesn't make any sense.
Yours are
played
just
at sporting events. Could be played. No. The top 10 was played at sporting events. It could be played during the intros, during the game, after the game.
Mine are played
commercial breaks. I don't care where. When a penalty is called, when an offside happens, when an icing, I don't care when it's played.
Okay, fine. With my 10th pick, I'll reverse all of that. I'll go with a name brand song.
All right, now I just don't know what to do. This is a tough one. Ooh, that's not a bad one either. I'm looking. Shit. Give me. This is really tough. Wow, this is really tough. I have to go with the decision here. Give me Bring 'Em Out. Bring him out. Bring him
Bring
out.
'em out.
Yeah, I'm going with that one. I think it's a good song. Like I believe that was like a Yankees intro song maybe recently, but I think it's a good song. It's not one of my best picks, but I'm gonna put it on there. I really couldn't think of anything else. Could have went with All I Do Is Win. I was thinking of that one because we have that
Okay.
downloaded. I think that's a solid one when a team wins. Don't love it though, honestly. It's not like a no-brainer for me. I had Hip Hop Hooray is not a bad one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yankees
Home
Home
run
Runs.
Yeah.
Million Voices, you know that song, Million Voices.
Yeah,
That go, I was thinking of that one. That's a classic at Ranger games. I also had like Strike It Up. Strike It Up.
Dancing Larry's
good one as well. Dancing Larry song. So I was thinking of those, but those are my runner-ups. But I have my 10 now. I'm pretty confident I'm going to win.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're gonna win the vote. I'm seeding it. I'm calling. I'll call you right now.
Stop the count. Stop the count.
My 10th and final. We just approach it differently. My 10th and final. I'll approach it your way. Is "Crazy Train" by Ozzy Osbourne.
That's a good one too.
Good one.
I think that another one that didn't get on there, "Eye of the Tiger," is another one.
I have the Tiger. Good one. Yeah. No, I mean, so that's why we were gonna do top 5, but.
Top 5 does not do it justice in my. But yeah, you're right. That was smart.
And top 10 doesn't either. There are a lot of really good ones. There are ones that like I'm sure we don't even know the names of that like hit different when they play. But
you're right. Yeah, you're right. I think we did a pretty good job though. I think I did a good job. I don't know about you, but I think we did a pretty good job.
You didn't do a good job.
You had some good picks.
You give me like your top 10 favorite songs ever.
I have like the NPC list. If you ask like Grok AI, that's my list. I think it's still a winning list though. I like those songs.
We'll see what the voters I gave you underground songs that you didn't know the name of that are played. That's what I gave you.
We'll see. We'll see what the voters have to say.
No, I don't want to see what the voters have to say. It's not fair. The voters are wrong. Voters are wrong.
We'll see what the committee has to say. That's what I say. But,
all right.
So now we'll move on to all that's going on in New York sports. A lot's happening. We have some teams that, multiple championship contenders, right, Matthew? Rangers included. New York Liberty. I think the New York team that has the best chance of winning the title right now is St. John's. I mean, they're playing phenomenal basketball now. Yeah. Can they beat Auburn or Duke, Clemson, Michigan State? I don't know, but I do think that they're going to be pretty exciting to root for. So I think right now that's the team that's pretty close. We'll get into the Rangers right now, I think, because pretty relevant with the trade deadline approaching us tomorrow. Yeah. They traded big trade that they had. I think today they traded Riley Smith for a 3rd round pick. Not bad. You got something for him. Ryan Lindgren. They traded that 3rd round pick. And they ended up getting a horrible defenseman with that 3rd round pick. So I guess it wasn't a good trade at the end of the day. I guess it wasn't. But they also traded Ryan Lindgren and Jimmy Vesey, guy who played maybe half the games. Didn't even realize he was on the ice at all this season. I didn't think he was on the team, to be honest with you. I think that was a pretty good return they got with that. 2nd and a 4th, and that player that played last, I don't know his name. It's escaping me. He sucks. He's like a forward that was supposed to be like a young forward that's like hasn't panned out yet. This is really a tough scene for me that I don't know the guy's name, but that's kind of like that kind of alludes to like the guy's pretty. But I think the pick value they got back is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking earlier this morning, is this the most like turnover we've ever seen for like any team ever? How many guys like have they traded, extended? Like they've made moves this year for better or worse. And I would say some of them have been for worse, some have been for better. I would say that pretty fairly. And you do look at the roster, and they're 1 point out of the playoffs or whatever. They're tied for whatever it might be. But you look at that roster, and it's the top 2 lines are obviously really solid. Assuming you get something out of them. And then like the 3rd and 4th line, it's like, guys.
Oh my God. It's like, yeah.
I mean, I like that. Guys. I like Brudzinski. I'll read them out right now. Carrick, Brudzinski, this guy, they just got Brisson's bottom liner guy. Juuso Parssinen, who they got for Lindgren.
That's who they got from, Lindgren.
Yeah.
That's right. Parssinen.
Remke, Berard, Cooley's top 2. Othman right now. Kaliev.
I mean,
that's a lot of like scrubs. And what I like about it is that they're playing hard. They all are playing hard, and I appreciate when they're out there and they're throwing hits and Rempe's throwing hits and everything. But they went from like not having a good 3rd line last year to now like every single player on the team is a 3rd line or 3rd or 4th liner.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of scrubs out there, honestly, on a daily basis they're putting out there. I think Othman, I think, should get more playing time. I like that they put him on the second power play unit last night. I think that was a pretty good step
He's still
in the right
getting like 10
direction.
minutes. Nothing.
He's still getting 10 minutes, and I think that's the problem with the Rangers. They've had this problem for years now. I mean, Kako, they draft him, they play him 11 minutes, 12 minutes a night. How can you develop a guy like that? Lafreniere, when he first came in, played 12 minutes a night. You got to, have these guys go out there and you have a chance to prove themselves. Play Othman 15 minutes. I don't care. Like, it seems like you punted on the season when you traded Lindgren and you traded VC. It seems like they're sellers, and that means internally they don't believe they're going to make the playoffs. So why not use it to your advantage? You're in with that mindset and play your own guns. Play hungry players out there. You get more wins probably at the end of the day. You probably get more wins. Play off in 15 minutes. Play this guy Parsonen for 15. I see what you got with this guy. Play Berard 15 minutes. I like Brett Berard. I think he's a great player.
Very fast. Yeah.
I think he's a good player with some like a lot of potential. Berard. He's a wicked shot. Play him more. Play him on. Put him on power play 1. Power play stink. Last night it stunk the power play. Couldn't get any offensive time. So
and something I told you, John, was all these years, past 3 seasons, not including this one, they've been missing. They've made trade deadline trades for 6 defensemen. They've been missing 6 defensemen. Now I look at their roster; it's like all 6 defensemen.
It's so bad. I mean, yeah.
Borgen, third pair. Eric Brandstrom, who they traded for with JT Miller, is in Hartford. He's had a lot of NHL experience.
I mean, come on.
Calvin DeHaan, 6 defenseman. Zach Jones, 6 defenseman. Chad Ruedel, 6 defenseman. Uro Vakanainen, 6 defenseman. And this guy, Connor Suki, left-handed defenseman from Vancouver, 6 defenseman. How many 6 defensemen?
I mean, some names that you said there, I'm like, he plays for our team. I mean, honestly, that's what I thought when you were reading them off. Calvin DeHaan. Yeah, I know Vakanainen. Who's that other guy that you mentioned that I don't know. Some of the names I wasn't really familiar with. I think
they traded. No,
I know him. I know Chad Ruedel. I know that. Yeah.
Brandstrom. You probably didn't know Brandstrom.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell that guy is. I mean, that guy played for our team.
He played with JT Miller, and he played 82 games the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, look, I will say this. I think the JT Miller trade. Now, was it at the right time? No. I think they should have did this trade 3 years ago. It seemed like he wanted to be. It seemed like he wanted out of Vancouver for a while now. He obviously wanted to be a Ranger. He kind of forced the Canucks' hand there. Should have made this trade for him 3 years ago. He would have helped immensely against these big teams. He would have helped immensely last year, Matthew, against the Panthers. He would have helped so much. A big physical guy. That's what the Rangers need. Like it's a Chuck, like what the Panthers did. I think Miller, is that type of player. Physical, plays defense. And can score goals. That was what the Rangers were lacking. Their playoff runs past few times. So the timing of this trade is like confusing to me, but it's a step in the right direction, I guess. I mean, he is like 32. So, I mean, I guess he'll be a good player for another couple of years. It's a step in the right direction, but the timing to me is just like too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
So, but I do like how he's playing though.
Also, so Othman is getting, oh my goodness, 10 minutes a game. That's the average right now. In 8 career games, he's averaged 953, but he has 0 points. So there is something to be said about the player development. Even when these guys come up, it's like.
I mean, you know what though, Matthew? But he's playing with like scrub. How is he supposed to get points with Rempe and Edstrom? How is he supposed to get points with these guys? Let's be honest. Edstrom's been hurt now. I know that, but like Carrick, I mean, how are these guys going to make him get
Carrick
points?
is phenomenal.
I don't blame him.
Carrick is
Sam
phenomenal.
Carrick, please. He had a beautiful backhander last night, but that's about it. I mean, come on, this guy stinks. Nah, I don't think he's that great. I mean, he's okay for what he is, a 4th liner. He's not a bad 4th liner, but he's not. But Othman is not going to develop with these guys, Matthew. He hasn't played an NHL game. He's played what in 5 games so far as an NHL? He's not going to develop. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it's a problem. Look, it's a problem. The way they do it, the way they approach it it's flawed fundamentally. I don't know how you fix that. Honestly.
Yeah, Laviolette's the same.
I see Rempe using it's great. Has great shifts every time he's out there, and then they play him 3 minutes a game. Can someone explain that to me? It's detrimental to have him on the roster then.
I think Rempe is a horrible hockey player, to be honest with you. I don't think he's good at all.
He's been great.
Matthew, it looks like when Rempe's out there, the puck is here, and he's here. The furthest away from the puck, going for hits, and the puck's already halfway down the ice. He's a terrible hockey player, man. He's so bad. Now, do I like him for the occasional big hit? Sure. I mean, I get excited when he fights someone, sure. I don't even think he's a great fighter, to be honest. I think if he fought Tom Wilson last night, he would have got his ass kicked.
He's an overrated fighter. He's a
terrible fighter. Matthew, if he wasn't big, if he was the same size as Tom Wilson, he would get destroyed by everybody. He is such a bad fighter. He doesn't land any punches. I think Carrick's a better fighter than him. He's a terrible fighter. He's a terrible fighter.
No, John. I don't think that's fair. I think he's been really solid.
Really solid. And
Yeah.
but like with what expectation though? Being like really bad? Is that like what are you comparing him with? Like his performance, solid compared to what?
Well, I'd say you put him as a matchup forward against like the other teams, like somebody on the
But he's
second
not-
line. They're playing afraid. The defensemen are moving the puck. They're making mistakes. He does what he's on offense when they're in the zone. That line, I would like to see the expected offensive versus defensive stats there because they always seem to be the offensive zone.
You really want to
And
see
Red,
it?
he
It might
sets
hurt your
good
eyes.
screens. He
It might
sets
hurt
good
your eyes if you
screens.
see it. I don't know, man. I think he's pretty bad, but look, I think some games he makes more of an impact than not, I guess you could say. But I just don't see it. I really don't.
Okay, I think then you go back to when you have Tom Wilson running Panarin. You don't see that anymore.
I think that's overrated, in my opinion. I think it's overrated. You saw when what's his name?
Will-
Reeves came
no,
over.
no, no,
When
no.
Reeves came
not that-
over,
it's
the
not that then he's
same
gonna
thing
fight.
happened. The same thing happened when Reeves came
No,
over.
it's not then. It's not that then.
But you
gonna
think he's
fight
really
Tom
afraid
Wilson.
of him though?
It's that he's gonna pick. It's that he's gonna pick on one of the Capitals, like smaller guys, to go chin hunting.
I don't know though. Like, can he really hit Ovechkin? I think
does.
he's too shifty. Ovechkin, to hit him. He
No,
can't
no,
hit these
Ovechkin.
guys.
It can't be. If it's a random player and he goes chin hunting and he takes him out, it happens once every like. 3
I get.
games.
Look, you might be right. The mental aspect, you might be right there. You might. Tom Wilson's not going after
mental
these players.
aspect.
I get
I'll
it.
tell you when I'm there, I see it.
I see it. That's not a bad point. It's not a bad point. I guess. Look, I think he should be in Hartford, my personal opinion. But look, leave him on the team. I mean, he only plays 6 minutes. What's the difference? He doesn't play at all. So what the hell is the difference? He's on the bench half the game, so it doesn't matter.
But my question is, he played 6 minutes. Shouldn't those end the extra 4 minutes that he should be on the ice? Shouldn't that go to somebody like Othman? How is he playing 6
Yep.
minutes? Othman's playing 6 minutes. Berard's
Sure.
playing.
You know
6
why?
minutes.
Because they play Panarin, a guy that I don't see the same skill as years past. Panarin, in my opinion, I think he's taking a big down. I know his numbers are still like relatively there where they were, but I just don't see the same player. I see a slower player. I see a player that his shot has weakened. I don't know what you're seeing. I see Panarin has regressed a little bit this season. Have you seen that? Because he doesn't look like the same dynamic player.
I don't know. I think
I see less. Because Matthew, he used to go around defenders. I don't see him going around defenders anymore. I just don't see it as much as he did in years past. You know what I mean?
This
Like
is
that
tough.
same.
This is tough for me.
He's still
because here's
don't
what
get me
I'll
wrong.
say.
He's still a great player. But I just don't see the same like difference maker that I saw.
Panarin is going to finish this year with the second most goals he's ever scored in his career. He's never had more than 32 goals, except for last year where he had 49.
49.
Last year's the big outlier season.
He had a
I
great
think
season
this is
last year.
Artemi Panarin. Look, he never crossed 100 points before last year either. Like this to me is Panarin. Last year he had a really good year. I mean, he's going to put up 90
This
points.
is Panarin. I just, for some reason, I just don't see the same player, but it could be me. Like, just, I don't know. I don't really know.
I think
Jason,
he's going to finish with 90 points, and you're going to look at his career stats, and they're all going to be in line except for the one year last year.
All right, that's fair. I do think JT Miller is the best player on the team right now. I do overall. He's the best player.
He's shooting at like 50%. It's insane.
You're right. No, it's an unsustainable shooting percentage. I get that, but I do think like his defensive game and his physical game puts him over. I think puts him like over Panarin overall. I think it's pretty close, but I do think JT Miller's 1A. I think Panarin's 1B now. That's where I put it, in my opinion.
Well, Mika Zibanejad's been the best player in hockey since February 1st.
I think he's been great. I do think so. You see more speed. I think JT Miller is a big reason why. I do think that. Matthew, let's talk him up. Do not say anything bad about him because there might be, outside teams looking at our podcast and it could decrease his trade value. Talk glowingly about him. Talk highly of him. Speak highly of it because it could be important. Matthew, it's great. He's playing great. He's playing great. You can't get rid of him. He's playing amazing.
Yeah, if you could ship him to the airport, I would drive him to the airport tomorrow if you get rid of him.
Oh, I would too. I would too. Look, but I think him playing well is going to make him expandable in the offseason. Now, the only question is we discussed the no move clause. That is that's a tough hurdle. Mm-hmm. Tough hurdle, no move clause. But
big hurdle.
I think you can convince him to leave. I do think he doesn't he have like a young family or something, and
I don't care
in school. But that's a hurdle though. But that's why these players put these things in their contracts.
Well,
that's why he puts
he could be the backup goalie. That's what I tell him. He could be the backup goalie. You'd say that.
Yeah, look, you can play hardball with these players. And I think you can make it happen this offseason. I think they are going to make it happen this offseason. I think Kreider's gone. I think Zibanejad's gone. That bromance is going to be, as good as gone this offseason.
Good. Goodbye.
There's gonna be some. I think there's gonna be some big changes. I think they've a decent amount of cap space, Matthew, especially with the rising caps. Salary cap of the NHL announced the other week. They're gonna raise it, but I think about what 15 to 20 million this offseason. I think it's pretty significant. I think the Rangers are gonna benefit from that. Brady to Chuck, maybe. The rumors are going to be there, but I just don't see it. I don't think the Senators are going to get rid of him. He's just so good.
No, I don't know.
That'll be it.
I don't know how you fix this team right now because they're not going to be willing to do the full reset. I'm telling you right now. They're not. Panarin, that's somebody you trade get a lot of value for. Keandre Miller should be gone this deadline, realistically.
Well, Panarin is his last year next year, correct?
Yeah, but I'm saying with the full year left, you'll get some. You
get a first round pick for him. I think 2 maybe.
Absolutely. Maybe
I would trade him. I would definitely shop him in the offseason because what's the realistic chance that you're going to re-sign him after that? I don't think it's realistic. I think he's going to leave, right? Maybe a 2-year deal, maybe a bridge deal. I don't know. I just don't. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't.
He's still he's still going to make a lot of money too. He's still going to make what $10 million a year.
I'm okay with letting him go. He hasn't done well in the playoffs.
Me too.
The bottom line.
I agree. Now if he's playing,
he's
well
the Ranger. Look, he came here. He took a discount. You stayed. You were a good Ranger. And
I agree. I agree with you. Yeah. It was very fun the first few years he was here.
Fox is too small. Fox is hurt all the time. No.
Fox is the midgets. My dad calls it the midgets on defense. He's right. They need big defensemen. They need Victor Hedman type defenseman. I'm not talking about specifically Victor Hedman himself. I'm talking about Victor Hedman style defenseman. A guy that just purely plays defense and lays the body out. They have that. Keandre Miller can be that player, but he's just too scared to lay out his body. He doesn't make it happen. I would look to trade him as well. I don't know. I think tomorrow they're not going to trade. I think that's it. I think they're done. The deadline's over.
No, I think they'll move. They'll move like Brodzinski or something. These guys have value, Brodzinski. I'm telling you.
Are you Johnny Brodzinski? Come on.
Yeah, you get like a 6th-round pick for
value. Maybe, value. Okay, a bag. Maybe
he's 11 points in 30 games.
Maybe a bag of Lay's baked barbecue chips. Maybe that's the value, right?
Big value when you think about it.
Come on, please. I can't believe they got a 3rd-round pick for Riley Smith. He stinks, Riley Smith. What did he do this year? He's terrible.
It's 10 goals.
I mean, come on. That guy was my least favorite player. He was so bad, Riley Smith. Every time he was on the ice.
I remember after like 5 games in, you came on the podcast. You said he's the perfect fit. Do you remember that?
I do. All right. Well, I eat those words. I'm eating crow today, I guess. I don't know.
This guy's the perfect fit. He skates everything.
Did I actually say that? All right. That's tough. That should be on like that. That Twitter freezing cold takes. Yeah. That would be my quote there. So I was wrong. He was not the perfect fit. He was actually the worst fit imaginable. He was so bad. And ended up as a bust. They gave up a 3rd round, a 2nd and a 3rd for him, or a 1st and a 3rd,
5th or something.
Oh my God, 2nd! You gave up a 2nd-round pick. That makes me want to puke right now. That's disgusting.
It's nauseating.
Second round pick. It is nauseating. It is.
Yeah,
it's terrible. What a terrible failure. And the trade today was a failure too. For that defenseman. Look, we haven't seen him play a game yet, but the analytics say horrible trade by Jerry giving him a 3rd-round pick for that guy. Horrible.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know. I have no clue.
I think Chris Jury.
Look, everyone said this guy Will Borgen is terrible when they picked him up, and I do like Borgen. I think,
and they signed him to that extension. It was a quick extension to give him. But I think Chris Jury.
I think it's worth it. I think he's really solid out there.
What I would do, I think Chris Jury is horrible. I think they should fire him. I think they should be a big, and they aren't, because they're not going to fire the head coach because they don't want to pay him.
John, can I say something quickly? This guy Carson Suki, not what did I say? Carson Suki is 6'5". Defenseman, left defenseman.
All right, there we go with the big body. All right, maybe I'll get.
He's
the perfect fit. He's the perfect
fit, actually. Yeah.
Look, I think he's probably gonna be garbage. I mean, he's gonna be a traffic cone. Let's be honest.
I mean, you can't get a good mobile 6'5" defenseman.
No, you can't. We'll see. Look, I'll give him a shot. I'll give him like 2 games, then I'll criticize him and want him gone. That's what I'll do. But going back to my point, I think they should get rid of. Dahan is not bad. I mean. You'll hate him in like 10 more games, probably. You'll hate him at the end of the year, I think. That's my prediction. You're not going to like him. He's
excellent, Dahan. It's a big deal. He's 33 years old.
Look, he's better than Ryan. He's better than Ryan Lindgren. I think Lindgren's terrible.
He is, yeah.
I think he was really bad. I think Fox. Fox not having a great year himself, but I do think Lindgren being as bad as he has been has hurt Fox a lot, and I think we didn't realize that, in my opinion. But
I don't
look.
I'm not on the
what do you think, Matthew? I think Chris Jury should be out. I think Laviolette is a horrible coach. I think he's just a recyclable head coach like everyone else in the NHL, except Joel Quenneville, who they should hire. I think Joel Quenneville should be the next head coach. He is a guy that could be a culture shifter. I think
absolutely,
but that's not going to happen. That's like living in La La Land.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, though. for what it's worth. No, I don't know. Fire Drury. I'm not. Nah.
But he's not
I'm-
great though. Like, tell me the move. He's done so many bad moves, Matthew. The Buchnevich trade is one of the worst fireable offenses ever. That's a horrible trade.
I
What
told
a
you
horrible trade the Buchnevich trade was.
Sammy Bilius or whatever his name was.
Let's think else. Oh, what has he done with the deadline? Let's see. Andrew Kopp didn't do anything in the playoffs. Patrick Kane, big failure. Tarasenko, failure.
I mean, it was fun.
Let's go down the list.
Come on, John. You were all on board with
fun.
that.
I was. How could I not be? But it was a failure. I'm not the GM. I'm just a fan reacting. I'm not making decisions, Matthew. I'm not giving up first-round picks.
It was
I'm
a good
not doing
idea.
that. I'm not. Good idea. It didn't work out though, Matthew. It's a results-oriented business, and he's not getting results.
Okay.
Come on.
I mean, they
I
made
think
the playoffs
Matthew,
every year.
no. The deadline last year was so bad. It was so bad.
That was terrible.
You got who they get? I don't even know who they got. Who the hell they get? Who are the guys' names? I can't even remember at this point. It was that guy.
Oh,
I
Wegman.
can't even remember. What?
Wenberg.
Wegman's rest. Is that what you think of? Wegman's supermarket?
They got
Alex
Wegman. And what was the other guy? I got defenseman. Oh, Roslovic. No, we gotta add that to the list.
Wegmans. Holy shit.
No, I'm adding that
Wow.
to the
I didn't know the
list.
Rangers acquired a supermarket chain. I didn't know they acquired a supermarket chain.
I'm adding it to the list.
They got Alex Wenberg, and they got who was the other guy that they got? Wenberg was terrible. Jack Roslovic from the Columbus Blue Jays. At the buzzer of the deadline, I remember it was at like right at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
At the deadline. What a horrible trade. Horrible. Jury should be they should have went for Gensel. I said that at the time. They probably wouldn't have won with Gensel, but I mean, it was the right move to do at the time. It was. They should have signed him this offseason. They missed out on a lot of players, Matthew. They have.
Yeah.
A lot of failures. I think Jury has outstayed his welcome. It's my opinion.
Look, they make the playoffs every year. I think I said that. I was talking about this.
Come on, playoffs.
No, I was talking about this with a Sabres fan, and they were saying, like, for you to be in this position and saying, like, sell, and I tell
We
them
should be
every day,
gracious.
sell,
Is that
sell,
why?
sell.
Yeah.
You should be like, grateful that you make the playoffs every year. If we were in this spot, we'd be like going all in, dying to be in this spot. And I said, it is a fair perspective because we're in it every year. We're kind of numb to it.
It's fair. It's fair, but I would say to him, as my friend Vincent, as you know, he's a Sabres fan as well. I say, Vin, we're not in the same stratosphere. The Sabres have sucked for a while now. Rangers have been the upper echelon of making the playoffs. That's their standard now, I think. Sabres stink. Yeah, I mean, he's right. I mean, I guess if the Sabres were in our position, he would be like all in. Let's make the playoffs. Every regular season game is a playoff game, like stuff like that. But I would respond to that like the Sabres suck. You're not in the same league as us. That's what I would say. That's my response.
Okay. It's fair. All right, let's move on. I want to leave some time for the Yankees projections. I don't know how we're going to do this. I say let's just do the infield.
What happens to Garrett Cole, by the way? What happens to Garrett Cole today, by the way? Garrett Cole gave up 6 earned runs in like 2 1/3 inning. I don't know. It's a little concerning. I don't put too much stock. But what happened to him? I was like, I kept getting alerts of the Twins score. I'm like, who the hell's pitching? I'm like, oh, Garrett Cole. Wow, it's bad.
Okay.
Like,
I say let's do outfield and Stanton. Those 4 guys.
Okay. Matthew, are you regretting your bet a little there with Stanton? Regretting it a little bit?
He'll be back.
He's had what? 4 PRP injections already in the past week.
Bad.
I mean, come on. Let's be honest. That's terrible. That's really
not
bad.
great, to be honest. But
he's getting surgery to do this. He's getting surgery. He's gonna retire. That's it.
No, he'll be back May 15th. You'll see. May 4th.
So all right, we're doing the outfield now, right? All right. So
outfield.
What stats are we projecting?
Let me look at what we did last year so we keep it consistent quickly. We're gonna do
what is it? Home runs,
average. Oh no, did I not do average? No, I did average, home runs, OPS, games played. So let's start with Jason Dominguez.
Wait, average OPS, games.
Average OPS, home runs, game played.
All right. Jason, okay.
Yeah. The youngster.
Jason Dominguez is going to be the starting left fielder, right? Pretty excited. The center fielder.
Well, he's going to be starting left field, but I think they're going to have to move to center field.
Bellinger right, Judge center. They're going to move. He's going to be moved around. He's going to play some games at center field, some games at right field.
He's been terrible.
I mean, he can't catch a fly. I mean, can he catch a fly ball, the guy? I don't know yet. That's too big.
This is the hardest one to protect, by the way. We haven't seen any.
I'll say games played for him. I'll put it at 135. Say 135 for him. That's like me projecting, I guess, one short IL stint. Home runs, I'll give
or
him.
not good. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You have to consider like them bringing him back down, but hopefully it doesn't happen. That's if something really goes wrong and he can't hit anything. But home runs is kind of tough as well. I'm gonna go his rookie year. He's probably one of the favorites for rookie of the year, I assume. Maybe like top 3.
Maybe.
He's their top prospect right now. It's exciting to watch him. I think it's gonna be exciting. Home runs, I'm gonna give him a 20 home run season. Jason Dominguez.
Yeah, wow.
That'd be pretty. I think that'd be really solid. 135 games, 20 home runs. That would put him in the immediate contention for rookie of the year right away.
Yeah.
Average, I'm gonna go 245 for him. I think that's like pretty fair. And then OPS, I'll go 785. I think it's a pretty solid rookie year.
Okay,
for
so
Jason.
I have somewhat similar numbers. I have 19 home runs in 119 games played, so that's decent pop. But I think that's kind of going to be the only thing. Like I think he has good pop rate. He's big. We've heard about the Martian forever, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll have him 251 batting, 762 OPS. I think like solid. 119 implies an IL stint. I think he's been injured. He's had the oblique strain. He had the Tommy
John. Yeah.
So I'm banking on a month.
Right.
That's a month. A month out, 119, 19 home runs. I think he was full season. That's 25. So maybe that's not a bad season.
Yeah. What was your OPS for him?
762.
That's fair. It's pretty close. Pretty close projections for us. We'll do Judge next or Bellinger.
Do Bellinger. We'll go across the outfield.
All right, Belly. Pretty high on him. I think he's had a pretty good spring training so far. I don't put too much stock into that. But he's hit pretty well so far. I think Bellinger's going to be motivated. He's playing for the team that he's always wanted to play for. His dad played for the Yankees. Pretty special season for him. Has that short porch, obviously. It's going to benefit him. I'm going to put him at 30 home runs, Matthew. Okay. That'd be great for Cody Bellinger. Average, I'm going to put it at 275. Games played 150, staying relatively healthy. And OPS, I'm going to do Cody Bellinger's going to have an 835 OPS. Solid season for Cody, I think.
Okay. I thought you were down on Bellinger, so I just wrote mine down, and I was like, oh, mine are going to be higher than his or something. But they ended up being similar. 283 average, 845 OPS, full season, 157. I think 36 home runs. Ends up being one of the most reliable bats.
That'd be awesome.
I know. I think that's a really good season, and then they pick up that option for the second year, $25 million. He's worth that.
That would be awesome. That would be great. Aaron Judge now, the reigning AL MVP. Average Aaron Judge. Let's do games played first. I think, I pray to God, 150 for Aaron Judge games played. Batting average, I'm going to go 305. Home runs, I'll do 50. Another 50 home run season. And OPS, he's going to have a 10. I'll do 1010 OPS. 1010. Judge.
Okay. Interesting. So I have a bit of a dip for Judge this year. It's 33. I mean, we kind of forget that he's
end of his prime.
End of his prime.
I think something missed.
The best players do it. The best players do it till the 4. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So I am gonna project. I mean, it's a great season, but I'm gonna project a dip. I'm gonna say he bats 284, which is
really it's low.
It's low. 922 OPS, 42 home runs, 130 games. He's been relatively healthy. I think an injury. He's 33. He's had injury, but they kind of overcame them. Now he's 33 again. I don't know. I'm kind of dependable. That's solid. Hopefully he's better in the playoffs. That's my thing this year.
Yeah, that's a good down year for him. That's like a pretty down year for Judge that you had projected there. Hopefully that's not the case.
I'm averaging all these out, by the way.
Yeah.
For the projection, official projections.
I like that. Let's see. So now we have Stanton. Oh boy. Games played 0. No, I'm kidding. Games played. I mean,
you better put your money where your mouth is.
No, I mean, I don't think he's gonna. I think there's a chance he retires with the tennis elbow. I think he's had 4 PRP injections in the past week. Not a good sign. Matthew and me have a bet going on. Matthew thinks he's going to play before June 1st. I have him playing after June 1st. I think that's pretty much guaranteed that my side wins. I think it's pretty free money for me. Matthew, you can send the $10 over whenever you're free.
He'll
'cause
be
that's
back.
already
He's
a done
missing a
deal.
month. It's planned.
That's a
They're
done
fine.
deal already. That's a done deal. What if he comes back on June 1st? Is that like a tie? No one gets the money.
Yeah, like it was a great
All right.
line. Like, good job
All
by
right.
us.
It's a good. I think it's a phenomenal line to me. For me, I think the line should be July 1st. But all right, I'm gonna keep it where keep my
gave you
money
that.
where
Fine with it.
I'm gonna keep it a little bit. But let's see. Stanton games played. I'll go 40 games played.
Oh my.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a bad injury. It's gonna be bad. He's gonna come back in August, I think. Home runs, and we know Stanton when he comes back from the IL, he is like a man that hasn't played baseball in his life. He is so horrific when he comes back. Home runs, 40 games. Let's give him 10 home runs. Up in the power.
That's a lot.
Yeah, power just went out again. I think it's whatever. We're gonna deal with it.
Your dad. I heard your dad in the background.
No, I'm not even home. RBIs. I'll give him 18 RBIs. We're not doing RBIs. What the hell are we doing here? Power going out has me a little confused. All right, OPS.
And wait, it's also crazy that 10 home runs, 18 RBIs. Crazy.
Imagine these are exact stats, like 18 RBIs. I'm like, I was right on the money, and we're not doing that. All right, OPS. 680. Horrible year for Stanton. Injury ridden. Comes back, can't play baseball. It seems like, and that's what I'm projecting for him. Horrible year.
Okay.
A year from hell. I hope I'm wrong.
220, 751, 22 home runs, 92 games played. A Stanton year, literally, I mean, given his thing, this is what he does in the regular season. Low batting average, hits the home runs, and 92 games played. I put my money where my mouth is. He'll be back.
Did I give an average for him? What was my average? Did I give an average? I don't think I did. 195.
Okay. So the average is 210-ish. Wow. What was your OPS again?
680.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're bringing down my numbers here.
I'm telling you, the injury. Now, if he didn't have the injury, it would be up, but not like so. I don't know. I think the playoffs, save him for the playoffs.
Okay.
That's where I'm
so
at right now.
The average between us there is 210, 720, 16 home runs, 65 games.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. But that's our projections. Do you want to do maybe we'll save it for the pitchers for a separate episode. I think that's good.
The starting rotation, a separate episode, and
we'll save that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Luis Hill
infield is 4 guys plus the catcher, so it's 5 guys starting pitchers, 5 guys. We did 4 guys here, 4, 5, 5. That's about it.
Yeah, that's good. Other significant news, Luis Hill going down with that. That's another serious injury. I don't think he's gonna be back until All-Star break at least.
I don't think he's coming back this year.
He might have Tommy John eventually. Yeah, it sucks. Really sucks. And now they're gonna have Stroman come in and be the 5th starter. Oh, I hate this guy. Yeah. Can he be off? This guy stinks. Him and his do-rag. Can you choke him with a do-rag? He sucks.
He's phenomenal, Stroman. I can't wait.
I don't know why you like him. I don't know why you continue to defend him.
He's excellent as the 5th starter. I will say, he's great. Look, this was bound to happen. I'm glad. I actually am glad they didn't trade. No, Stroman is not worth $60 million. I will say that. So if you want to trade him and then bring in another 6th starter, I'd be okay. Or trade him for some other team's 6th starter, I'd be okay with that. But for this reason, I'm glad he's still on the roster. I would be very uncomfortable then with Will Warren, and there's really nobody behind him that's been playing well, or that's a prospect because they've traded a lot of them for Soto, whatever, this, that. So Will Warren 7th, or now the 6th man, and he's going to get starts because somebody else is going to get hurt. I think Luis Hill's out for the year, and Marcus Stroman as the 5th starter is going to be serviceable. But it's a hit to rotation. Like I wasn't even shocked myself. Like this guy's had injuries in the past. Injuries are going to happen. I don't know. Latch strains didn't exist 20 years ago, but I guess it's just the way the game is. And I used to be like devastated. I remember we were watching, I don't know, some family event or something, and we watched Judge get injured, his oblique, and it was the year
Yep.
And we were like,
we were at Umberto's in
Umberto's. That's where we were.
In Manhasset. Yep. I remember that.
Judge strained his oblique, and we were like crying in 2018 because it was like devastating. Now I don't care anymore. Luis Hill, I mean, that's just the way it is.
It is. I mean, look, nowadays there's a lot of pitcher injuries. That's the way the game is going. These guys throw 100 miles an hour. The arm is not supposed to operate like that. The human body, the arm is not supposed to throw 100 miles an hour baseballs. That's not how we're built. So Injuries are going to happen. That's the way of the game. That's how it is. Move on. Next man up. Marcus Stroman. Next man. I'm not a fan of the next man up, but that's how it's going to be. I think Will Warren would do a way better job than Marcus Stroman. I think Marcus Stroman, his attitude.
Will Warren's going to get in there. Don't worry about it. Somebody else will get there.
I'm telling you, I think Marcus Stroman. I think this. Want to hear this crazy prediction I have? Marcus Stroman is going to get pulled from a game that he's pitching horribly in, and he's going to storm out. He's going to argue with Aaron Boone. He's going to storm out, and they're going to DFA him the next day. That's my prediction. Oh my god, my prediction. I can't talk. Marcus Stroman is going to.
Will Warren should play.
He's going to implode.
Will Warren doesn't play, it means everything went according to plan. Like Luis Hill comes back, or everyone's doing well in the starting five. So if you're so confident, Will Warren,
there's gonna be another injury.
Either you're going to get to see him because somebody's going to get hurt, or somebody's going to suck, or he doesn't play and everyone stays healthy and everyone does well. So it's win-win for you.
There's going to be another injury for sure. Yeah. All right. I think that's pretty good. Yankees opening day within 3 weeks now, so pretty exciting.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Any Mets? Not really any significant Mets news we have to talk about, I guess. Juan Soto being, talking his mouth, running his mouth, I guess, about the Yankees, about Mets being, more serious contenders, whatever. I really don't care anymore about that, to be honest with you.
They'll finish third in their division, the Mets. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. NL is really tough, man. I mean, look, NL is
honestly the Yankees. I am worried. I will say this might be another 87.
I think the Red Sox are pretty solid. I think the Red Sox are, give them a run for their money. Rays are pretty bad. I think the Orioles are solid as well. Blue Jays not. I think the Red Sox here in the most, and the Orioles obviously.
The Red Sox are going to be good this year. I think they might finish higher.
I don't know about that, but it's possible. It's certainly possible. They got better. They got a lot better, but we'll see. Matthew, great episode as always, and we'll see you guys in the next one.